Hey, Becky.
Morning. Am I the only one so far
It
besides
might
Fran?
it might just be us. David,
Hi, David.
Hello,
just look,
everyone.
Gary just sent in his info. Hi, Sheldon.
Hi. Did you say Gary just submitted his
His
report?
his report. So when we get to it, if we want, Brienne can just put it up on the screen. I didn't I saw Diane send something, but I didn't read her email.
Yeah, she sent
So
the report. She can't. Neither one of them can make it today.
yeah, so neither Diane or Gary are able to make it today. So we'll have a quick meeting. Maybe just give it another minute and then um
I just shared the reports with everyone, so you should
okay,
all have it now.
perfect. Okay, thank you. All right, I'll get us started. It's going to be a quick meeting. I apologize for the late notice for the meeting invite. And next week was just not going to work. So we'll get started. I don't know if you have anything to say, Jonathan. John, sorry.
I'm not ready for that.
Oh, Jonathan, everything's fine.
No,
Nope, nothing. We can just go ahead and get started. Good to see everybody.
Okay.
Thank you.
Perfect. All right, and um, we do not have the minutes. Is that correct? From
I
last.
am about to send those out, but
Okay,
yeah, not
perfect.
right
So
now.
we'll just, and I don't think we don't have a, I don't know if we have a quorum anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, yeah, we'll just do them next month. Okay. And Brianne did just send out the reports from both New Motion and NSM. Neither Diane nor Gary are able to make it today, so I think we just want to read them and then talk about them next month. Does that sound good, or does anyone want to look at them quickly and say anything? Okay. All right. So, oh, Sheldon.
Well, I just want to say that I'm very concerned about both things. The fact that reports were not submitted, and just at the very last minute from one of them, and the fact that neither of them is here. So I just want to register that because that's going to be a major concern, if, if it's not addressed.
Right.
And I know that we're shifting from human services to the Office of Healthcare Advocate. And, so that it's a time of transition, I recognize, but nevertheless, I don't think that's a reason for either of these failures. So I just want to note that, hope that's in the minutes, and we'll see what happens, I guess, next month and before next month, because getting the report
Right.
2 minutes before the meeting starts is not acceptable.
Yeah, and so we could talk about that a little bit in a minute. We'll come back to that. For those who may not be aware, we did our wheelchair bill did pass as part of Public Act 2672. And um the big thing for us is that the two New Motion and NSM are required to give notice of the consumer's rights to their consumers' rights under the law. So they're going to have to give notice to their consumers about their rights under the law, including the 10 days, the right to an in-home repair, and also the complaint line that is under OHA. So that's the big one. And then the rest of the changes have to do with the council. So a small piece is that with the consumer advocate members, there's just a switch. We currently have 2 members who represent private pay, and we've added a second Medicaid representative. And hopefully next year, what we really wanted was to have someone representing Medicare and Medicaid. As far as I know from both Diane and Gary, we have about 80% of their clients or their customers are on Medicaid and Medicare, and that's split pretty evenly. So we're hoping that our consumer advocates and the council can represent both insurances. So that's something to look for next year. But this is where we're at now. So 2 Medicaid people. We are going to add an extra person from the wheelchair industry, and likely that's going to be someone from New Motion. So Gary or whoever will be a voting member of the council, and then that goes back to what Sheldon just said about meeting attendance. We also, in this public act, we will have the monthly data collection, which we've been doing from the get-go since August 2004. It's just that we have it in law now. So if anything changes down the road, we have that in law that the companies are required to submit the monthly data. And the big thing is that we are going to be moving off of the Human Services Committee and onto OHA. So I'm going to turn this over to Becky if you want to say anything.
I guess we're just really, really excited to have you all under, OHA. And we're looking forward to it. And we're just working out the processes now about how that's going to look and what's going to happen. And so stay tuned. I guess it's still a process, or it's going to be transferring over on July 1st, I believe. So we still have a little bit of time to get that process in motion and figure out how it's all going to proceed. So as soon as I have more information to share, we will. And we're very excited to be part of this council as always, and to continue our advocacy in any way that we can. And um, just we look forward to input and anything that y'all have to share with us too, to make that process go more smoothly. Thank you, Maureen.
Thank you. Thank you. And you said you didn't have anything to report.
Yes, this month I didn't get any referrals. So we did have, I know I talked to you all about that one instance where we had a VA consumer contact our office and file a report. And it turned out Gary had gotten involved because he had a backup chair and he had Medicare care. And so he was going to help out with that. But VA, and he stepped in really fast. So I have to give him kudos for that on that issue. As far as his processes getting his repairs completed, the VA actually stepped in and they got him a backup chair as well. So all of his services were taken care of really well, and he's in good shape. And he's actually stated that he'd love to be an advocate or be part of anything that you all have going on as far as advocacy. And he's been a wheelchair user for many, many years, since the age of 17. And he has a lot of insight. He's taught classes, and he really enjoys speaking out and being helpful in any way. So I talked to Maureen about that. So hopefully we're going to make that linkage.
That's great. And I do want to note that was, that was not something that Gary did have, that new motion had to take on that one repair. And they knowing that they're not going to get a sale out of it in the future because it was a VA VA wheelchair. So I do want to, for the record, thank New Motion for helping us out there. So moving back to the attendance, so I know that we'll be working with you, Becky. I think that we'll be meeting, John and I will be meeting with you to kind of transition, but we're talking about attendance. Are there any other things? I know we have a small group, but any other things that we want to look at moving forward with the council? Any changes or anything, any concerns about the transition?
Are you asking me directly, Maureen?
Or just a group, sorry.
Okay, just making sure. Okay, because I don't really have any much more.
Yeah. I mean, I understand the attendance is a concern for, I would say, the advocates and and of course you and New Motion and NSM primarily, but I don't know what we can do about that. Do you have anything, or we'll be talking about it, but I just don't know if you have any preliminary thoughts on it.
Well, I think as far as OHA is concerned, we need to meet internally first,
Yeah.
and then with y'all, I'm looking forward to meeting with John and Maureen and just discussing how that transition will be best going forward, and how we can do what's right for the council and promote it in the best way to be most proactive, right, and to do what we're intended to do and what we've been commissioned to do. So I don't have anything to report out or any updates there until we speak internally together too. I think that would be really, really helpful.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, we have a small group and a quiet group today. So if anyone has any ideas or concerns or questions about the new statute or the transition over, you can always email us and let us know, and we'll but we will be meeting in within the next month, and next meeting we will be talking about that transition, and hopefully we'll have all of that in place. Yeah. So Oh, any chance of getting the links earlier? So yeah, yeah, so hopefully, I mean, we would like to have the links out, I think Monday, on Mondays. Just so everyone has it in their calendar. I think this month was just a fluke, but yeah, if we could get them and the data and everything out by Monday, I think would be good. But we have one more month, and then, Becky, moving forward, we would hopefully are going to get on a schedule with your admin and making sure that the data's due on this day and the oh my gosh, my brain. The agenda and the minutes and everything, all the data is going out to the group, on this day, and then we meet, so it's very consistent, and then we can, as soon as we're on a schedule, I think it'll be a lot easier. Okay, do we have anything else? All right, so it's a very short meeting. Our next, third Wednesday of June is the 17th. Does that sound good for a meeting, for our next meeting? Okay. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming on, and I hope everyone has a great Memorial Day weekend. I'll take a meeting to adjourn. A motion to adjourn. Geez. Michelle, thank you. A
I'll
second?
second it.
Thank you, Sheldon. All right. All in favor? Aye.
Bye.
Aye. All right. Thanks.